Hey people, Duncan here. Let's talk about the NFL being rigged. So, first and foremost, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment in the box below, and hit the bell for notifications. So, there are a few things I want to go over here when I talk about the NFL being rigged. Number one, let's just think for a minute. We have one of the most politically controversial years in America. The NFL is part of that with the boycott and how America and how American is the NFL and da 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 da. And now we have Philadelphia and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Now, the funny thing about the Patriots is somehow they went the entire game without one penalty at home against a good team who had a chance to beat them. And somehow the Patriots ended up going into the Super Bowl. And they're facing the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, can you get any more American? The NFL is screaming America right now. You got the Patriots and you got the Eagles from Philadelphia. This to me screams controversy. It screams that maybe there was some backdoor deals being made here. Maybe which would explain why Philadelphia walked into Minnesota and completely walked all over them. Or, well, okay, Minnesota went to Philadelphia, but still, Philadelphia walked all over the best defense in the NFL. As if somebody told the Vikings not to show up. As if somebody told the referees in New England not to show up. So that they can have one of the most American Super Bowls ever, on one of the most political years ever, when many fans are turning away because of the anti-American protest by the NFL. This is just another example of why Americans are turning away from the game of football. Every time you turn around, they're changing rules. They're not identifying catches. They're replacing referees with guys who are completely blind. They're turning their backs on penalties. They're calling some things penalties and other things not. I mean, this is a league that's media and driven, entertainment industry driven. And if you don't think there's some aspect to that, you're delusional. Okay, so think about that. Grasp that concept. Now, I used to be an NFL fan. I used to watch the NFL a lot. I spent the majority of my life dissecting the NFL. I was a big 49er fan. And I started to get turned off of the game when they began not being able to identify catches. When they started flagging every contact. When they started blowing on quarterbacks and it became penalties. Okay, or when they nailed penalties even when they weren't. When they called penalties that dictated the end of games that were phantom. When they protect players because they don't want to see their best players, their most profitable players, hurt. This is all reasons why I've turned away from the game of football. And then you turn in this anti-American false narrative protest, and it disgusts me. So when I think of things like no flags, no penalties by the home team that happens to be named the Patriots. When I think of a team like Minnesota, who really was a defensive juggernaut and somehow gave up 38 points to not even that good offense. Okay, the Eagles aren't known for scoring a lot of points. So somehow they managed to score a ton of points against one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the NFL. Okay, that just doesn't make sense to me. Plus, I also think that anytime you have some political controversy, it makes sense to let a team like the Patriots win a Super Bowl. And I do think that's going to happen. I think that the Patriots will win. But that's for another video. Right now, it's kind of disturbing the way they got here. It's disturbing the way the NFL is what they're doing. Do I think the game is fixed? Yeah. I think whenever you're ending guys' careers like Greg Williams for a bounty gate, when a few years earlier you're promoting a bounty bowl and making millions of dollars on it, I don't understand that. When you're allowing players' careers and team success to be dictated by phantom calls or the lack of in order to get the most profitable teams into the Super Bowl, that's a problem to me. So this is all reasons why I don't watch the game of football. I do listen to highlights, reports. I do keep up with the news of the game because I am a sports fan and I do a sports talk on my YouTube channel. For that purpose alone, I keep tabs on the game of football. But I am no longer a fan of any team. Let that be known. With that being said, I'd love to know your comments. Hit that bell for more notifications. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. Build this thing up. I talk about a lot of things in America. I talk about sports things. I talk about I pretty much talk about anything. So, please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Peace. God bless.